Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Testing, testing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Loyola Sports Network for our coverage of tonight's matchup between the Loyola Dons and the Gilman Greyhounds. A beautiful night under the lights here at Connor Field, and this is shaping up to be a good one. The red-hot Loyola Dons have yet to concede a game yet this season, and they find themselves at the top of the table with 24 points. As for Gilman, they find themselves 7th in the table with 7 points. I'm Brooke Lepley alongside Reed O'Connor, and Reed, what do you think the keys are for the Dons to win this one?
I think they have to finish what they start. You work the ball down the field, and then it's an aimless shot that strays away from the goal. They need to finish all of their shots, and they will come out with the win if they do that.
The Dons looking to stay unbeaten here against the Gilman Greyhounds. They played them earlier in the season down in Baltimore, Maryland. The Dons took that one 2-1. The Dons coming off last game with a draw 2-2 to McDonough. And as for Gilman coming off a win, looking to stay in the win column versus MSJ, a 2-1 win there. As we get ready for kickoff, it'll be Dons starting with possession. And we're underway here at Connor Field. The Dons in their blue kits, as for Gilman in their white and navy kits. Clink a ball through early to Garfalakis. And Gilman has great defending there. Moneymaker along the close sideline. Walker in a tough position. Ball's back in the corner. It'll stay with Loyola.
Yeah, it really looked like they had an opportunity there, but great defending by Gilman.
Sorry, no, the ref will call it Gilman possession here. Moneymaker ahead back to Andrews. Gilman looking to start a counterattack here. Garfalakis wins it back to Carmichael. And Winnick will work it all the way back to Andrews, and the Dons look to reset. Ball played out of bounds. It'll stick with Loyola. Middle of the field's Lackner. Carmichael out to the near sideline. It's Moneymaker now to Clink. Possession won back by Gilman. And the Dons maintaining great possession here in the first 2 minutes. Really haven't left anything for Gilman, as Gilman has the ball early and will get an offsides call. Andrews on the far sideline now with Mattingly. Mattingly, the junior, has had a great season. Not letting up more than a goal, except for last game out versus McDonough. He's been outstanding for this Loyola team, showing great leadership, and we got a foul there on the far sideline near the Loyola bench. It'll be Gilman possession. Ball played in off the set piece for Gilman, and they're looking for a handball. And they're going to be awarded the spot kick early in this one. Not good news for the Dons here, an unlucky break. And it'll be junior Marco Mihailovic taking it, and Mattingly guesses the wrong way. It's an early goal for Gilman. An unlucky handball in the box, and Greyhounds capitalize off that one. Not much keeper Drew Mattingly could do there. And the Dons find themselves in a hole in the first 3 minutes of this game.
Yeah, when keepers let in penalty kicks, you almost want to blame them, but really it's just a guessing game.
Yeah, Mattingly guessed right. Ball went left. Not much he could do there. Now the Dons need a goal here to equalize this one. Ball goes out of play, and it'll be a goal kick. Topolsky with the ball along the far sideline. Now with the center attacking midfielder, Sammy Walker. Now with Klink. Klink to Winnick. Garfalakis plays on the far sideline to Dubois. Dubois finds himself in the starting lineup for the first time this season. And ball goes out of play. Dons come up with a 0 again. Dons some good opportunities on the attacking half of their field. Nothing coming through for them yet. But good aggressiveness here. As Sean Broadbent plays one through. Nothing there for Basir Abu. Abu looked to get on goal there as Topolsky sends one high. Dubois fighting forward along the far sideline. Winnick now to Walker. Walker fights for defense. Mihailovic there. And almost another handball. That one almost against senior Gavin Carmichael. And a slide tackle from Abu. And we're going to get advantage played, and ball went back by Gilman, so it will still stay with Loyola ball. Garfalakis along the near sideline, and sloppy play there as he just passes that one out of bounds, looking for Moneymaker there, nothing there. Don starting off sloppier than usual here at home. Not a big crowd on hand tonight.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes they were dominating the time of possession, but then the set piece and the handball by Loyola gives Gilman a penalty kick, and now they're up 1-0.
Yeah, definitely something you don't want to do here, digging yourself in a hole early. But there is still 33 minutes left to play here in this first half, and we still got a whole 40 minutes left in this second half. So Don's not even close to out of it yet. As we saw in their last game, Topolsky had the set piece late against McDonough, and Andrews flicked one back for the Dons to draw on the road, which is huge to not have the loss there.
Yeah, Brooks, as you said before, the Dons have not given up a loss yet.
Ahead by Abu, almost in, but cleared away all the way to Gilman's back line. Klink looks to pounce, nothing there. Back to Sammy Walker. Here's Lackner on a run. Lackner has options. Lackner progressing the field, nothing there. And the Dons lose possession again. Sloppy offensive play once again from Loyola. As Topolsky has it at the 40-yard line. Now back to Andrews at the midline.
Yeah, on that last run, Lackner, he had some space, but he just took it a little too far and got it stolen from him.
Looked like he had Garfalakis on the near sideline, didn't fully see it through. 8 minutes played here under the lights at Connor Field. Gilman up 1-0. The set piece has not really been working as the Dons have liked it lately. Obviously, it worked last time out versus McDonough late. With 10 minutes left, Andrews sealed the tie. But Topolsky's been playing them in, and nothing's really been having going for them on the set piece. But that looks to change here in tonight's game. Lackner at midfield. Plays it back to Gavin Carmichael. Carmichael finessed back to Lackner. All hands on deck here for this counterattack. A slow build-up for Loyola. Carmichael, the only one back here. Everyone forward. Andrews looks to thread one through, blocked by Abu. Some really great defense here from Gilman. Topolsky threaded a beautiful ball there to the Moneymaker and just blocked again. Tight defense by Abu. And Moneymaker ball played out in the stands. It'll be Moneymaker's throw. Long throw to Klink. Dubois in behind. We're going to get advantage called. And it will be keeper's ball for Gilman. Sloppy offensive play here in the first 10 from the Dons. Not what you want to see here after a long streak of unbeaten games. Hopefully this isn't the turning point where the streak is broken. Klink to Walker. Ball played up by Marko Mihailovic. A good vision there as he had Abu on a run. Now on the sideline by Michael Maloney.
Yeah, that last one where Abu was one-on-one with Carmichael. Carmichael had an excellent touch to keep it away from Abu.
Now the Dons on a quick counterattack. Garfalakis along our sideline. Garfalakis through. He plays one in, and it's kicked away. Tried to find Dubois there. Good vision from Garfalakis. And the Dons have their first corner of the game. Looking to capitalize here.
Yeah, if that one hadn't been booted into the back line, then that might have been a free tap in.
We're going to get a throw in instead of a corner. Flicks one back. Andrews off the volley. That one deflected by Chris Mitchell. Moneymaker plays one in. Good ball. Defense away by Abu. And the Dons squander yet another chance. Looked like we had a corner there. But no, it was a throw in from Moneymaker. Excellent passing from this Gilman team so far. But the Dons have still had the most of possession in this game, I would say. Just still had not been able to find anything on offense. Gilman really has not been able to find anything on offense either. It's just been that handball that's put him up. Klink now on our near sideline. Klink plays one through, looking for the handball. That one looked like it should have been a handball, no call. We got money on the throw. Once again, the same spot they did last time. Let's see if the Dons can learn from their mistakes and do it last time. Klink flicks one back, and it's headed, and it's a great save from keeper George Guyton.
Yeah, I didn't see who that was that headed it, but it looked like there had to be a little bit more power on that to get it past the keeper.
A great flick back from Klink. The Dons have been using that a lot. Andrews flicked one back off the header last week versus McDonough. And the set piece is going early here for the Dons. Abu along the far sideline. Has Mitchell in the center. Abu works along the goal line, plays it out, and we're going to get a goal kick. Great defense there from Tosh Topolsky and Ryan Andrews. And Drew Mattingly looks to kick this one away. .26.5 to play here at Connor Field in the first half. Ball won back by Chris Mitchell. Fancy footwork there, and he loses it. Garfalakis along the near sideline. Klink plays a far ball through to Dubois, and that one a little too close to the keeper. And Guyton gobbles that one up.
Yeah, on that last one, the Dons, they got pretty lucky. It was stolen down in the left of your screen, and the Dons were lucky to get it back to their side of the field.
Long ball played through. Klink looks to pounce on this one. He plays one out into the parking lot.
Yeah, Brooks, you know the expression, take out two birds with one stone. Well, that was 3 cars with 1 soccer ball, so.
Yeah, that ball just didn't stop going. It is a Gilman throw in.
"15 minutes gone now in this first half.
Gilman still leads 1-0. Ball headed a couple times. Ball one back. Moneymaker. Walker all the way back to Andrews. Mihailovic, my apologies, wins the ball back there from Klink. And Money heads one back. Here's Lackner going for the flick, missed. And we got a foul here. Ebo Chukwunum goes down on that one, wins the advantage for the Hounds. It'll be the senior Brooks Kitchell on the free kick. A very defensive game so far. Not many clear opportunities on goal for either team. Only that one for Loyola. And elbowing is the call there. And we got Don's football.
Yeah, still the absence of corner kicks in this game. It's been throw-ins and goal kicks only.
Yeah, that's a rare occurrence that we're seeing 17 minutes into this one. We apologize for the no digital scoreboard here. Topolsky, fancy footwork at the 30-yard line. He'll play one to Garfalakis. He looks outside the Moneymaker. He has room. Ball played off Moneymaker, and that's great defensive strategy by the Hounds once again. The Hounds looking to use their momentum off a 2-1 win versus MSJ, and is proving to work here. The Dons just ranked #1 in the Baltimore Sun High School boys soccer rankings yesterday. That's huge for them. Let's see if they can pull off another win or tie to stay unbeaten here.
Yeah, and Gilman gets a set piece from a push off by Cal Lackner.
It'll be Kitchell again. He plays one just outside the box, looking to flick it back. Nothing there. Dubois along the far sideline. Ball is kicked out. That ball hit off one neck. Here's Garfalakis. Great composure there, playing that one back. Lackner has options once again. Carmichael slows it down, plays it back. High pressure from Gilman's front line. Good control from Loyola's defense.
Yeah, it's like a game of keep away.
Not a great ball played through there once again. And very, very sloppy from Loyola here in this first 20. Not what we've seen recently at all.
Yeah, this is very unlike them. They usually have amazing composure.
Yeah, the Dons like to get hot early, as we saw in their season opener versus McDonough. Had 4 or 5 chances on goal in the first 10 minutes, and that proved to win them that one. And the Dons came off a huge win here at home a couple weeks back versus John Carroll. 2-1 win. Huge 1 versus 2 battle. And a goal! There, Dan Klink equalizes for the Dons. A huge goal gets this crowd equalized. And Klink celebrates as that puts the Dons tied with the Hounds here. And we got a 0-0 game going forward. A fresh start for the Dons team. Essentially 0-0. It's 1-1 here at Connor Field. But that definitely puts some life into this Loyola sideline.
Yeah, that was Dan Klink that put it into the back of the net right as we reached the halfway mark in this first half.
By number 25, Dan Klink.
Mattingly back to Carmichael. And the Dons have the momentum here, looking if they can get themselves up before half here with 19 to play. A huge equalizer there from Klink. He cashed in on an open opportunity in front of the net.
Yeah, you know, and Dan Klink, he's an athlete, but he's also quite the guy off the field. He is the founder of the Sports Analytics Club here at Loyola.
Yeah, that club certainly helps us out a lot with stats for these games. Open space here for Winnick at the 40. Garfalakis plays one through. And Sammy Walker would have been offsides there. Ball didn't go to him anyways. Dubois along the far sideline. That ball goes out of play. Here's Topolsky on the throw-in. And all hands on deck on this counterattack.
Yeah, it's been a pretty special fall so far for these Loyola Dons. They have not lost a game. And then the varsity football team, they lost last week. They're on a bye this week, but they're pretty hot as well.
Garfalakis tripped up, nothing called there. Garfalakis still with possession. Outside to Klink, the goal scorer. Klink, a huge commitment last year to North Carolina. That's huge for Klink. As a sophomore, he committed to the University of North Carolina. Just a great school, a great opportunity for Klink there. And he plays a huge role in this Dons team's success. Only as a junior.
Absolutely. Dan Klink, he's a special player. He makes amazing touches and leads this attacking position for the Dons offense.
Earlier today on campus, the varsity volleyball Dons won 3-0 against Friends. Here's Klink on a run. Klink has options, plays it back to Topolsky. Topolsky sees Moneymaker on the far side, switches the field up. A scrappy ball there from Moneymaker, and the Dons have to reset from the 40.
Yeah, as I said before, the Dons team, they have to finish, but really they have to complete their passes as well. That is the key to a successful offense, a string of complete passes.
Yeah, if the Dons can take advantage of the holes in this Gilman defense, that'll put them up here. A very even matchup here so far. 2-1 the first time out. The Dons left that one late in Baltimore at Gilman. They still prevailed in that one. And here's Moneymaker along the far sideline. He'll play one in. Walker's there, and it hits the crossbar of the field goal. Almost in there. Guyton didn't know if that one was going to go across or in.
That was a good touch by Moneymaker there, but just a little too high.
Garfalakis threads one through. Lackner there, and defense away. Makes the Dons reset. Garfalakis looks to pick it up real quick. Not stunting this Dons momentum. Topolsky in the middle of the field. He charges towards the net. He'll play one to Klink. Klink loses it. Ball off the scoreboard there. Ryan Andrews just clears that one away. Gives the Dons time to reset. Still 1-1. We're in the 14th minute.
Yeah, the only difference is that the clock is counting down. So what Brooks means to say is that we have 14 minutes left in the half.
Yes, yeah. Klink. Not a great ball to Moneymaker. He gets it.
Yeah, it's not good when you have to come back for a pass. It just stops your momentum. And
Klink, good footwork. He plays one out to Andrews. Andrews, the center back, coming on to the attack here as he has it along the far sideline. Everybody across the midline here for the Dons. Klink here up high as a striker. He's playing high like a midfielder. Dons passing it back a lot. I think what Coach Marciano is trying to get through with the Dons is if there's nothing there, he doesn't really want to force it, as we've seen a lot of chances, but a couple of good defensive plays from Gilman, and the Dons have played it all the way back to the midline, looking for something on the other side of the field, as Andrews plays to Lackner, and Lackner plays it back once again, as I was just saying, and all the way back to Carmichael.
It looks as if the Dons' plan for this game is just to dominate the time of possession and
tire out this Hounds defense.
for sure.
Certainly what's happening right now, I would say it's a 70-30 share of possession. Dons heavily attacking this Gilman defense is what we've kind of seen so far in this Dons season. Dons have great defense, but the Dons have been really showing great aggression on their offensive tactics. Dons in the Hounds penalty area. Carmichael has it. Garfalakis with space, good footwork. Garfalakis tripped up in the penalty box. And we got a penalty for Loyola. Fancy footwork there outside of the box for Garfalakis. He charges to the net one-on-one, and he'll get the penalty call for the Dons. That is absolutely huge for Loyola with 11:39 left to play.
Yeah, the Dons, they're looking to pull ahead now. Get payback for the last penalty kick.
Garfalakis shoots, and it's in. Cool and calm is Garfalakis as he slots it into the bottom left of the net, and the Dons have their first lead of the night.
Yeah, the Gilman keeper, he guessed the right way. He just didn't dive far enough. Slots that one in right into the bottom left corner. A perfect shot.
Garfalakis earning the penalty. Garfalakis taking the penalty, and he slots that one perfectly into the bottom side netting of the Gilman goal. And the Dons find life after down in the first 4 minutes. They fought their way back here. With 11 minutes to play here, the Dons are up. Coach Marciano's patient offense strategy has proven to work. 2 goals in 20 minutes for the Dons after a slow start. And it stays with Loyola as Analaja wins it back as Dubois is subbed off for Michelangelo Paravano. Moneymaker wide open on the right side of the field. Let's see if the Dons can find him here. Ball on the far sideline. Caden Analaja plays one into the box. A great run from him there. And we're going to get a foul called. And Guyton will have a free kick. And this is why the Dons are ranked number 1. This is why you see them at the top of the table, fighting through the adversity of down 1 in the first 4 minutes. Coach Marciano keeps his team cool and calm and composed through them being down. And the Dons now have their first lead of the game. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Just unbelievable composure from this Loyola team, not hanging their heads here as the Dons look to start a quick counterattack. Klink looks to get behind a ball, nothing there.
Yeah, Coach Marciano, he's a special guy. The Dons, undefeated under his watchful eye.
His first season here as the Dons head coach too, proven to be a great signing for Loyola. Each team with a penalty kick and a penalty kick made by Gilman and Loyola. And then Klink slotting the first goal of the game for the Dons.
Yeah, and the Dons, they for sure look a lot better than they did in the first 15 minutes. Not as many sloppy passes or losing the ball aimlessly.
Garfalakis threads one through, and that ball hits off sophomore Grayson Greenlee. Or excuse me, Caleb Lawson. And we'll have a corner kick, the first set piece of the game for Loyola in the Hounds half the field.
Yeah, surprising, Brooks. This is the first corner kick for either team. It's rare to see when you only have 8 minutes to go in the first half.
Paravano takes a great shot outside the box, and that was a great set piece. Arnalaja taking that one. Paravano just outside the box and tries to chip one into that top left corner and just misses over the net.
Yeah, Paravano almost had that one 2 games ago. He had his first goal of the season. Looking to add another one to that total.
7:50 left to play here in half one of this exciting contest. Starting to get dark here on 500 Chestnut Ave here at Loyola. And Mattingly takes the safe play, plays one out of bounds, lets the whole team reset. Everybody back on defense here as Gilman has their first threatening attack of the game. Marshall Smith and our near sideline tosses one into the box. Flicked back by Gilman and into safe hands. Drew Mattingly there. As we talked about earlier, he's been a huge piece of this team's success. Just takes that one, saving the Loyola team from any distress there in their own penalty area.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. I mean, there were so many bodies in that box, and it takes a great keeper like Drew Mattingly to come up with the ball when there's all those feet trying to kick it around.
And ball lost by Loyola in a tough spot, and Gilman can't cash in on that. That was sophomore Basir Abu. Abu took it back right around the 20-yard line, and nothing there as Moneymaker just plays one out, helping the Dons reset again. And now suddenly all Loyola momentum has been stunted, and now Gilman in Loyola side of the field. Good defense from Sammy Walker. And more of a fast-paced offense here by Gilman. We've seen a lot of through balls played by them, a quick counterattack, I would say, opposed to Loyola's more slow-paced possession-style attacking.
And Brooks, I don't know what happened there. It looked like Garfalakis went too low for the header.
Moneymaker in the Dons half of the field, and it's kicked out by number 7, the captain, senior Michael Maloney. He has an injured wrist right now, but he's playing through it to help this Gilman team move up the table. And Sammy Walker looks to play one, and Andrews keeps the drive alive.
And you know, Brooks, unless you're Drew Mattingly, you don't need your wrist to play soccer.
That's right, Reed. And a chippy challenge there at the midfield line on the injured Michael Maloney. That's Cal Lackner with the challenge. Let's see what the ref will do. We're just going to get a foul here on Cal Lackner. Nothing too serious. But every Gilman player into the box, except for the 3 defenders up at the midline.
Yeah, and on that challenge from Cal Lackner, the Gilman bench leaped up, and they wanted a yellow card.
6 in the box for Gilman. A ball played in. Maloney with it. Just inside the box on the near sideline. Here's Mihailovic. Marshall Smith played one in, nothing there. Sammy Walker looks to play it away. Good chance for Loyola to get out of their own penalty area, and Paravano heads one.
Four minutes to play in this first half. This one looks threatening from Gilman.
A lot of Gilman students here supporting their team tonight. Clink along the near sideline. Mattingly in their own penalty area and a risky ball back by Lackner, but it proves to work as the Dons looking not to give up anything here with 3 minutes left as they have the lead going into halftime. Always what you like to see to make a game plan if you're Coach Marciano at halftime. Plays a huge advantage, and Dubois along the near sideline. Dons with a lot of room here on offense. Garfalakis doubled. And a big counterattack brewing here for Gilman as the Dons caught in transition. Paravano against Chris Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know, Brooks. It seems as if there are more Gilman students here than Loyola. It might be because Loyola, we didn't have school today. Parent-teacher conferences.
Garfalakis wins the ball back. Klink plays it back to him. Walker with a ton of options here late in this first half on Elijah along our sideline. Klink misses the volley. A huge opportunity there. And Gavin Carmichael with a bad challenge there along our sideline. Ref just issuing a warning there. Caleb Lawson steps into this one, just plays it to the midline. Now, if you're Gilman here, I can't think that you want something in this next minute 15 to risk anything. Maybe just play this one safe as they went for it. Looked for number 3, Chris Mitchell, over the top. Nothing there, and we got 50 to play here.
Yeah, I mean, you could put Drew Mattingly on the football field. That was an excellent grab on the run.
Lackner at the midline. Dons do look like they want more here before halftime. Topolsky has options, and here's Dubois. Dubois, good footwork here. Dubois has a chance. Sammy Walker! And he's going to be called offsides by the ref.
Wow, I really thought Dubois was just going to let that one loose, try and rip it to the back of the net, but he went for the pass, and Sammy Walker was offsides.
Dubois cut across the near sideline. He was all the way over this sideline. He cut to midfield and had Sammy Walker on the through ball, and that brings us to halftime. 2-1 Loyola Dons with the lead. We'll be back for the second half in 15 minutes. And we're back here on the Loyola Sports Network to bring you second half action here on Connor Field. It is fully turned dark here at Loyola for the second 40 here as the Dons lead 2-1 over the Greyhounds. Reed, what did you see from the Dons that you liked in that first half?
Well, the first couple minutes, they were looking pretty sloppy, but I like that they really bettered their passes and got them to their targets. You know, second half, keys for success. Gilman, they have to do a better job keeping the ball on Loyola's side. And Loyola, they just have to keep doing what they're doing, grinding along and finish this game out.
Gilman gets us started here. Yeah, I liked what you said there, Reed. A lot of sloppy possession from Gilman. Helped the Dons keep the ball in Gilman's half of the field. And that proved well as the Dons are up 2-1. Goals from Garfalakis and Klink. And on the Gilman side, the penalty was slotted by Marko Mihailovic. This Dons team is just so exciting to watch. Never a dull moment in their soccer games. And you can never really count this Dons team out, as they've proved that many times here. Left it late, as I've said a couple times, versus McDonough. Lost and conceded a goal here in the first 4 minutes. And Dons never backed down, and they proved that they were up to the challenge, as now it's 2-1. Great footwork there from from Chris Mitchell.
Yeah, and you know, the Dons undefeated under the leadership of Coach Marciano, the first-year head coach for these Dons, and they look pretty good.
Klink offsides there, lets the ball fall instead of getting the free kick for Gilman. It's looking like the Greyhounds have switched into a more defensive play style here, holding more backs in this formation. Trying to hold Klink to nothing this half. As Gilman on the early counterattack. That's Chris Mitchell. Chris Mitchell takes a shot and an outstanding save from keeper Drew Mattingly. And he gobbles up the rebound. And Chris Mitchell had a great shot at net there. And that is just outstanding from the junior.
Wow. Just wow. That is a real wow moment. I mean, I could not believe he made that diving save, and then Gilman barreled in, tried to get a trash goal off the goalie's hands, but Drew Mattingly collects the ball before they can tap it in.
Garfalakis with a foul here in Gilman's half of the field. Tried to get in behind Gilman's back line there. Don's really putting a big test on George Guyton, the senior keeper of Gilman here today. Probably causing him a lot of stress here as the Dons have kept the ball in their half of the field most of this game. Gilman takes it along the far sideline. Options in the middle now. And a long shot out, and Mattingly, easy save that one from far out. Just a questionable shot there from Gilman, maybe getting a little too greedy here as they're losing.
Yeah, I don't know, Brooks. They must have said something in the locker room, but this Gilman offense looking a little more threatening in this second half.
Yeah, definitely more chances than they had in the first 5 minutes than they did in the first half. But now is Dubois along the close sideline. Winnick has stayed in this game for a while. He's a sophomore. Played on varsity last year as a freshman. 2 freshmen on the varsity roster this year. Michael Lemming and Brody Good. Haven't seen them yet in this one. And we got a foul in the Gilman penalty area. And it's going to be Gilman possession.
Yeah, I don't know. It was hard to see from where we are, but it looked like Loyola might have taken down Gilman a little bit too aggressively.
Definitely a big rivalry between these two schools. Same scoreline as it was first half, or same scoreline as it was first time around at Gilman. Can the Dons put more pressure here on Gilman? Topolsky with tons of space here. Threads one through. Dubois along the near sideline, kicks one in. And a bad cross there gives the Dons a chance to reset.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to give them a better cross. If he gives them a good cross, then it could put the Dons up by 2 and really put the chokehold on Gilman here.
Yeah, another goal would certainly put the pressure big on Gilman. The pressure is already on Gilman as they need 2 to take the lead, 1 to equalize. But this Dons defense just super solid this season. The Dons have not allowed more than 2 goals in one game, which shows a lot to Drew Mattingly and this back line. Andrews, Topolsky, Carmichael.
Yeah,
Topolsky with a ton of room again on this near side.
This Dons attack is looking threatening.
Topolsky threads one through. A great ball. Walker with the chances ahead and nothing there.
Yeah, Cal Lackner was leading that one. He had some great touches and was really bringing it down the field. He just couldn't finish.
We got advantage called at midfield. Dubois started in this game, subbed out for Paravano and subbed back in. He's proved himself to Coach Marciano. Big help in this game. Topolsky to Lackner. Lackner pass and go, give and go again. Lackner follows his run, and a ball played through. Dubois looking to pounce. And that ball is in safe hands with George Guyton. I've got to say, I love this slow build-up play by Loyola. It's proved to work very well and put a lot of tension on this Gilman's back line. And a beautiful ball there from Dan Klink. And ball goes out, and we got a goal kick. Can't see who it was on that far sideline. But a good opportunity there for the Dons to take a 3-1 lead. 8 minutes played so far here. And it's 2-1 Loyola.
Yeah, the senior boots this one away, and there's been a lot of goal kicks in this game, but not many corner kicks. Only one went towards Loyola, and it's the only one we've seen in this match.
Abu tripped up. Andrews with pace along the near sideline. Winnick has the ball. Good time to switch the field, as they do. Andrews now a part of this attack, the senior captain. Andrews runs into the box, options in the middle, plays one in to Sammy Walker, blocked away.
Yeah, we haven't called Andrews' name a lot tonight, but that run looked pretty threatening. He got down to the box, and it just got kicked away.
Dubois tripped up in the box. That was all ball there. We could see that. No penalty there. But Andrews, the captain's been a huge part of this Don's back line. He's just been so good, shutting the attacks down of opposing teams. And we have 30 minutes to play here until the Dons claim victory versus Gilman. Gilman has not shown us anything too special here on offense yet. I would say their main man has been sophomore Bashir Abu, but he has not had much help here on the front line, testing Drew Mattingly. Chris Mitchell had the only real chance versus Drew Mattingly, as he had to make a great save there, which he did. And all-around great performances here for the Dons today. Topolsky at the midline. Now with Caden Onalaja, the team's assisting leader. Klink plays one into the box. Onalaja there. Topolsky again with room, looking to whip across him with his right foot. Lackner, a ton of room, plays one back to Andrews again. And the Dons stick with their possession attacking style. Slow build up. Dons have stayed on possession, and they earn a foul there. That's Mihailovic. And I think that's exactly what Coach Marciano wants, forcing the other team to make mistakes here. Topolsky plays one to Onalaja.
Yeah, I agree with you, Brooks. I mean, it's been a lot of small passes from the Dons tonight, just dinking it around to each other, keeping it away from Gilman. And when Gilman gets desperate, they draw penalties.
Yeah, Mihailovic had one at the midfield line. Obviously, the penalty forced with Garfalakis. And here's Abu all by himself with Ryan Andrews. Let's see what Andrews can do here. Gilman starts to fill in, and they look to play one in, and it's off Loyola. That will be Gilman's first corner of the game. This could prove to be a monumental moment, monumental turning point in this one.
Yeah, Gilman needs this one to equalize.
Gilman has a two-man situation going up in the corner, maybe looking to play one short. Some subs now coming in from the Gilman bench. Let's see what the Hounds can do from the corner. Plays one in, headed away from Topolsky. And they'll just let that one fall out. Klink, good defending. He's a striker. He shows some defending qualities there. Onalaja, near sideline. Onalaja wins it back. Topolsky plays one up. And that's a good clearance away. Lawson won that one right back. And Onalaja wins it back and makes a sloppy decision. Grayson Capodanno along the near sideline. Back to Marshall. Or back to Lawson, my apologies.
Yeah, first half, the Dons dominated the time of possession, but now it looks like Gilman is giving them some payback for that. They've had the ball for a long time now, and Loyola gets opportunities to clear it away, and they decide to dribble, and it just gets stolen away. Some sloppy soccer. They have to shape that up if they're going to finish out this game and win.
We still have a 2-1 game here under the lights. 26 minutes to play. Mason Cook is now in the game, along with Diego Monacharve, as we're seeing Klink move into more of a midfield role. Onalaja looking to play left wing. Mason Cook takes the striker spot. And Monacharve is playing as right winger. Heavy pressure from Klink and Cook. Cook, a multi-sport athlete here at Loyola, plays a huge role in the Loyola Varsity lacrosse team, who also has a new coach, Coach Will Howes. Happy to have him here at Loyola. .25 minutes to play. Can Gilman find life and equalize this game? Not much from Gilman here. More than they did in the second half, in the attacking half. More than they did in the first half, apologies. But nothing really threatening in the penalty area. One shot on goal that keeper Drew Mattingly had to save. And Andrews, good defense. Topolsky plays away. Cook at the midline. Cook wins possession back. Tight space. Paravano back in the game, has the ball. And Topolsky has room. And the Dons start the build-up.
Yeah, Drew Mattingly, he's been a big part of the game tonight. Gilman, 4 shots, only 1 put into the back of the net. Drew Mattingly has been a brick wall in there. The only one he let in was a penalty kick, and as I said before, it's really just a guessing game when it comes to those.
Yeah, Mihailovic slotted that one in the first 4. Nothing really happening in this second half for either team. Nothing really going. As we said earlier, a big defensive game. Cook at the 40 and the Gilman side. Cook wins possession. Cook out to Topolsky. Topolsky. And let's see what they call here. Topolsky has the ball in his hands. Tossed into Paravano. Paravano lost his footing. And can Gilman start a counterattack here? I think the Dons' defensive strategy, I think we found it out by now. I think it's been a press after possessions type style here. Press after possession loss, I should say. Nothing really happening on the counterattack for Gilman. So we've seen a slow build-up in the Dons' offense, which has proved to work. 2 goals here in this one, which is solid for the Dons as they're winning here. And a press after possession loss has helped limit the Gilman counterattack. Hold them back in the back line and make them build up. And again, we said make them make mistakes, not us, and let us capitalize on their mistakes. It's clearly worked here so far.
That's for sure. 2 of the 3 goals in this contest have come off penalty kicks.
Lemming, the freshman, into this one. Good to see him checking in. He's one of the 2 freshmen. As we see 3 men in on ball here for Loyola. On Elijah, heavy press. And just making Gilman thread a bad ball in is exactly what we said. And now the Dons have possession once again. Lemming looks for it at midfield. Bad pass there. And Mattingly has it in the back line. Lemming with it at midfield on Elijah. On the near sideline. Good move. Paravano is going to play it back to Carmichael. And the build-up is on.
Yeah, for like 20 seconds ago, Grayson Capodanno of Gilman was just sprinting back and forth across the field trying to get the ball, but Dons kept it away from him.
Topolsky played in with his left foot. And a great chance to take a 2-goal lead there. And we have an injury for Gilman. Topolsky, right-footed, played a beautiful ball with his left foot. And I think that may have been Lemming or Martin Jarve in. They try and boot that one into the back of the net. 20 minutes to play here on Connor Field. Can the Dons hold out and hold this Gilman team to 1?
Yeah, 4 shots and a corner kick for each of these teams. The only difference is that Loyola has capitalized on 2 of their shots, while Gilman only 1 because of the excellence of Drew Mattingly in front of the net.
Yeah, Mattingly filling in some big shoes from last season. Jordy Ekman was our star keeper last season for the Dons. Lemming through to Martin Jarve, back to Paravano on Elijah. Tons of space on the near sideline. Bad touch. Stays with Loyola. And a beautiful ball. Marin Jarve opposite. Takes a shot. And that one is saved from George Guyton.
Yeah, Marin Jarve that time, he elected to just try and take the shot, but there were 1 or 2 open guys in the box. He could have just skyballed it and hoped that one of them headed it in, but that was right to Gilman keeper.
We started seeing Marin Jarve start out on that right wing. Obviously, we saw him there on this near side playing left winger. As Cal Lackner subs out for the first time this game. Wonick, who's in the starting 11, comes back in. And we have a Gilman corner, their second of the game. What can they prove to do here? Ball played in, and we have a whistle. We're going to have a push-off called. It'll stay with Loyola. Gilman's second corner of the game. Mattingly went for the punch away. Nearly Gilman goal there. He missed the punch and tapped away in the scramble of people. And a little bit of confusion here with the referees. And looking like the Dons are going to have some substitutes ready. A beautiful breezy night here at Loyola Blakefield. Great night to watch some soccer.
Yeah, Diego Marin Jarve and Caden Analaja are the ones subbing out. Analaja played a big chunk of this game. He's been on the bottom of your screen.
A little bit of time wasted here. Some confusion from the refs. I believe that will be added on to stoppage time at the end, if that happens here in high school football, or soccer, I should say. And Klink knocks down a Gilman man off a tough challenge and a header. And we have a foul on Dan Klink. Gilman player stays down. Clock stopped at 17:58. And the Dons a chance to regroup and talk about what's happened here.
That was Broadbent that was down for Gilman. He's back up and walking around. Looks like he'll be all right.
Lemming wins back possession for the Dons. Lemming, a touch at midfield. Threads one through on the far sideline. That's Dubois. And it's called Gilman possession. 3 saves for the keeper tonight, Drew Mattingly. Paravano to Topolsky. Klink as the midfielder to Lemming. Lemming back to Paravano. And all the way back to Carmichael. Carmichael running back with it. Is going to play this one to Mattingly. Mattingly has options, and he'll just boot this one away. High into the night sky here at Blakefield.
Yeah, that kick was like a rocket coming off of Drew Mattingly's foot. It went astonishingly high and came down around the 50-yard line.
A calm second half here on Connor Field. An exciting action-packed first half has us where we are here now and at the current scoreline 2-1 Loyola with 16:21 to play.
The set piece now for Gilman. It's cleared by the Dons, and Gavin Carmichael, Garfalakis has it.
Topolsky will take the throw to Winnick, to Paravano, and the Dons play it back once again. Lemming with a run on the far sideline, broken up by the Hounds defense. Advantage played to Gilman. And the Hounds would have been offside there, so they just let that one run through. And Mattingly boots one forward. Let's see if the Dons can get something going off it. Lemming loses possession.
Yeah, that time he was ambushed from both sides, sandwiched in between two Hounds. And
Abu through to Polsky. Great defense away. Really good vision there from Abu. And here's Garfalakis on the near sideline. Senior Michael Maloney hits that one out of bounds. Looking as if he's subbing out of this game. He's played a ton in this game. We're at the 14-minute mark, left to go here. Don's defense being tested here. Andrews takes it away. And it'll stick with Gilman. Marshall Smith takes the throw. Everybody into the box for Gilman. One man back to stop the counterattack if there is one for Loyola. And headed away from Carmichael. Mattingly wanted that one, but Carmichael hits that one into the corner. Ball played in, headed away. And a shot there. Nearly a chance there from Chris Mitchell. He had the shot earlier on Drew Mattingly. He takes that one with his left foot, trying to curl that one into the right side netting.
yeah, and
He just misses.
absolutely, that was a missed opportunity for Gilman. He should have put that one into the back of the net. Drew Mattingly did not see it coming, was not ready to dive for it, and that would have been the equalizer.
Dons caught in transition there, and they just lost possession. That gave Chris Mitchell just a wide open lane to the net as Onalaja has it into the middle of the field. He'll try to thread one through. A nice ball. Walker just didn't know where it was going. And ball won back by Gilman. A bad clearance has Mitchell at the midline.
Yeah, what happened on that last one was he just looked over the wrong shoulder. Analaja gave it to him. It was a good ball. He just, looked the wrong way and wasn't able to collect it and make a shot.
Gilman has not scored since the 4th minute of this game. As we said, a heavy defense game here, especially in the second half.
Yeah, that's for absolute sure. And Gilman hungry for a goal. And with the clock winding down, we're 11 minutes left to play, and they need one desperately if they're going to win or draw this game, stay in it. As 7th on the table, they don't want to take another loss.
Yeah, Gilman only with 1 win this season. Or 2, or 1, no, still 1. That one coming against MSJ last week. Or the 3rd of October. Andrews tried to get involved on that attack. Wanted the ball played to him in space in the middle. Lackner back into the game. Klink has stayed in this whole time. He hustles for 1. Marshall on defense.
Yeah, Gilman, clearly the underdog in this one. Before last game's win, they were the most defeated team in the league, and the Dons are the undefeated team right now.
And a bad challenge there from Walker. Comes from behind and pushes Marshall Smith over.
Yeah, that looked like a clear two-handed shove, and he went down after that one.
Looked like it came out of frustration there from Walker. Looks frustrated walking that one off.
A poor attempt.
And we'll have a stop in the clock as we have
a smattering of applause from the audience.
I don't know what's going on here. We just have a break in the play.
I think there were 2 Gilman players that were down. He just took a break, let them take their time getting up.
Nine minutes, 52 seconds until the Dons take a 3-point lead on John Carroll on the table, as John Carroll won their previous game, puts them tied with Loyola. So win or draw, the Dons stay at the top of the table, and a loss, they stay equalized with John Carroll. Ball won back by Garfalakis. It's a 3-on-2. Ball threaded through to Klink. Klink has an opportunity. Klink takes a shot, and it's in. Beautiful attacking football there. Steph Garfalakis wins that back at midfield, and Dan Klink slots it. And the Dons are up 3-1. That should put this game on ice.
Yeah, Brooks, I don't know. They say don't say it's over till it's over, but this one looks like it's pretty much over after the Dons go up by 2 scores. And if Gilman wants to even draw this one, they're really going to have to put on a performance in the final 8 minutes of this match.
Cowbell is ringing, and Dan Klink walks back to midfield as he scored 2 in this game. 3-1 Loyola, 9:27 left to play. And Reed, that play was all started by Steph Garfalakis at midfield. A bad pass, he takes advantage of it and threads a beautiful ball through to Dan Klink, and Dan Klink just cashes in. He's not missing from there.
Absolutely, Brooks. You know, if Dan Klink, if he was on my fantasy team, well, I'd be winning right now.
Absolutely. Klink almost had another opportunity there, looking to get fancy. Walker threaded one through a Gilman's player's legs. And the Dons just looking to seal this one up. It'll stay with Loyola here.
Yeah, after that goal, the fans came back to life. They have been silent throughout this second half. Hasn't been much action, but Dan Klink's astonishing goal and finish after the, lightning passes from the Dons offense. The fans roared back to life, and the Dons have put this one on ice.
We haven't really seen much from this Gilman offense in this game. All we've really seen is just they really capitalized off Loyola's mistake after Loyola gave up the penalty. That's not really anything that Gilman did there. It's just Loyola's mistake there. Loyola's defense has just played super, super well in this full game. And Topolsky pursues Marshall on the left sideline. And Topolsky wins possession back. Marshall Smith lost possession there.
That was some good hustle from Marshall Smith, though. He was really booking it to try and keep that ball in bounds. Unable to.
Hot dogs and hamburgers are available at the concession stand for $2 a piece.
Lackner all the way back to Carmichael as Carmichael looks to start something up here again. Ball played out right next to Coach Marciano. Obviously, he's excited. You can't really express how much Coach Marciano has helped this team out. As the Dons missed the playoffs last season, now they're unbeaten in 9 games so far, 2 draws, 7 wins, and it's looking like another spot in the win column here. Another 3 points on the table. This will put them to 27 points, 3 ahead of John Carroll. And this Dons team is just a new look this year. Just so much different from last year. So much better than last year.
Yeah, it's been an absolutely astonishing performance. Coach Marciano has to be thrilled with the way these guys have played. They were a little sloppy in the first 15 minutes, as we've said, but they really shaped back up and played some amazing soccer tonight.
I've observed that I think the Dons really do well off momentum. 1-1 after that goal by Klink really gave the Dons some life in their sideline. Obviously you don't like to go down in the first 4 minutes of the game. Obviously you don't like to see that. It stunts your momentum. Off 9 games unbeaten, you're like, oh no, is this going to be the one that we don't win? And then Klink slots one into the back of the net, and that put life in this team. And then Garfalakis earns the penalty, and he slots it. And then Klink just pummels one into the back of the net. In these last 2 minutes, I should say, and it's 3-1 Loyola with 5:51 to play. Andrews at the midline, and Grayson Capodanno falls. Didn't really look like a foul there, but Capodanno is in obvious pain at right about the 45-yard line, and they're going to stop the clock at 5 minutes and 14 seconds here in half 2.
Yeah, it looked like he busted his shin on that one. They must have just collided together, and he was the unlucky one.
Trainer's out on the field. This doesn't look good. And we're going to take a break while Capodanno is on the ground. Capodanno back on his feet. Great to see there. A bad collision with him and Andrews. And it'll be a drop ball between Topolsky and Sean Broadbent.
Yeah, it's the tough life of being an athlete. And Brooks, I know you play volleyball. Is it tough to dive on the wood floor of the court?
Yeah, you know, sometimes, like, if your, like, jersey gets stuck on the floor, that'll hurt and you, like, slide. But there's, like, some proper ways to do it. I bet it hurts way more in soccer, though, you know, on this tough turf and spiky cleats.
For sure.
Polsky on the near sideline. On Elijah, great footwork there. Lackner out to Carmichael. Carmichael's been a commander of this team today. You know, a lot of offensive attack has been going through him as the Dons get it to the midfield and play it back to him and then run their whole offense through that. It's proved to be working tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, Carmichael, he's pretty special, but let's talk about Dan Klink. I mean, if I had to award a player of the game, it would go to him. 2 goals tonight and some excellent touches and headers from him. He's looked amazing in this match.
Yeah, you know, that ball threaded through from Garfalakis. Klink one-on-one with the keeper. You know he's not missing that. Great job by Lackner to walk away from pressure. And Klink makes a bad pass there. Abu looking to counter. Gilman with 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. And a foul there. Abu slow to get up to his feet. Walking that one off. Broadbent. Renaud Mihailovic will be taking the set piece. You know, at this point, if you're Gilman and you're running out of hope, all you can really do is try to improve the goal differential here to help you in the table, maybe in the long run if you get something started later in the season. But there's still not anything can happen here in this last 3 minutes and 7 seconds. But Mihailovic went for the net on that. That one almost snuck through the top half of the net. And Drew Mattingly just tapped that one right above the goalpost. And we have another corner, third of the night for Gilman.
And that's what's really special about Drew Mattingly. I mean, he extended his full body to punch that ball over the net and save the goal.
Garfalakis also played a big role tonight. He's helped a lot on Elijah along the sideline, getting bumped around and hit off a lot on Elijah last. It's Gilman ball.
Yeah, the fans were not happy about that one. Looked like Elijah was really getting roughed up there.
We're going to get an offsides call on Abu. 2:09 left until the Dons secure their 8th victory of the year. Topolsky just plays that one out. If you're the Dons here, you're looking to waste as much time as you can. Marshall Smith looks to take the throw in again as Elijah plays another ball out of bounds. It's almost like a game of keep away, as we said earlier, but this time on defense. Don's just trying to kick the ball out to let themselves reset. And we're going to have another corner kick here as the 4th of the night from Gilman.
I don't know. If I was Marshall Smith in that last little series, I would not have been happy. He rushed to the sideline every single time, threw it in, and it would just get pounded right back out by the Don's defense. So he just had to do it again and again until finally Gilman got something working.
We have a foul called by the official, and we're under a minute to play here in Towson.
Yeah, no cards tonight. It's been a relatively clean game. A couple of fouls, couple of penalty kicks, but nothing too serious.
Mattingly just smashes that one up to the midline. Topolsky boots one forward. This one's going to stay in bounds. Martin Jarve through to Sammy Walker. Are the Dons going to go for another one? Walker one-on-one. Walker plays one through. I think Walker went for the shot there. I think he tried to curl that one in with the inside of his right foot, and it just didn't work out for him. 28 seconds left to play here.
Yeah, that shot from Walker just went awry a little bit. I think he tried to put a little bit too much power on it and lost control. Wide right of the goal.
Clink to Martin Jarve, and Martin Jarve tripped up. We have advantage, Loyola, and staying with Loyola. 5, 4, 3, and this clock will run out. The Dons with a huge win over Gilman. 3-1 is our final score. 2 goals from Dan Klink. He will earn our MVP here for the Loyola Sports Network. He just played a huge role tonight. Same as Drew Mattingly. Drew Mattingly with a huge save denying Chris Mitchell in the second half. And Garfalakis slots a penalty. It's 3 for Loyola, 1 for Gilman. Reed, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, we've never really had a Loyola Sports Network player of the game before, but I think we should start doing that because Dan Klink, he deserves this one. 2 goals, as you said, and my thoughts, well, Loyola really sealed this one. They finished it out, and, you know, Coach Marciano, he's got to be ecstatic about this 8th victory of the season. They stay undefeated, couple of wins, couple of ties, and they head into the next game still a powerhouse.
This is looking to be a great season so far for the Dons as Sweet Caroline plays here at Connor Field. Thank you for tuning in on Loyola Sports Network, and we will see you next time.